Hello, my name is Ryan Shaw, CEO of Stonefield International. We run a number of businesses all online, which basically are international focused. The concept is kind of global interconnectivity. We play with webcam communication, social networking, and try to actually build relationships internationally. Um, Anyways, I'm talking today about business ethics and my perspective about why this is a critical piece of anybody for their career, for investing, and any long-term focus, which basically is required for business. If you're going to spend 5 to 10 years either at a job or developing a company, you better kind of have a really good stance on the fact that you can't screw people over and you can't do wrong stuff. Otherwise, when it does come time, and people have had enough, you're going to be out. Business ethics is very important. Um, Basically, one of the core industries that you can look at is the U.S. banking industry right now, and I think that they're screwed. I think everybody knows they're screwed. Um, they have basically broken the trust of everybody. It's just a matter of how long people will take it. I have a free Citi Bank checking account, which now is a $20 a month charge, and they charge me for a whole bunch of stuff, and that's just not the way the capital system's supposed to work. You're supposed to give a bank money because they're going to take that money and invest it and then make their returns off of that money, those margins. I am not going to be paying somebody to have my money. So when you look at the way that banking has changed, uh, and they're trying to become basically financial services, there's much better ways to expedite financial services than what the current American banking system has. That's one piece, and obviously the investment banks, which are leveraging 40 to 1, um, with basically the liabilities not being their own. That's going to end eventually too. So when you look at that side of business ethics, that's kind of the moral issue. Are you screwing the people over? And is that sustainable? The answer is it's not sustainable. Sometimes you can pay off government people, you can lobby, you can do all sorts of stuff like that, and that'll work for a little while, but eventually it's all over with. As Genghis Khan said, if you are sure you're going to lose the battle, you should not fight it. My perspective on that. But another aspect of business ethics is kind of foreseeing the future, and this is kind of more strategy as well. But um, as soon as you recognize a real problem with either a market or an industry or a product, you really need to 100% commit to leaving that in whatever way that you feel exposed to those liabilities or in unethical situations. If you see um, a place like China where they have a ton of people who, I mean, minimum wage is maybe $100 a month, which is not an exaggeration, and then they're thrown out on the streets into a polluted, destroyed country. That's going to breed, people that are opposed to that. It's not a long-term sustainable situation. So, building on foundations like that is always tough. Um, so that's one piece. Additionally, too, even if it's just your market research and increased understanding of either markets you're in or industries you're in. For example, If you are in advertising and you find yourself promoting cigarettes constantly, and you don't believe in what you're doing, you can't be as effective as a worker, and you can't actually really rally other people around you the way you could if you were in a real good and ethical business. If you're in something you can really believe in, then it's a lot easier to motivate people to join your cause. Recently, I got up to 18 different people to work with me, only 5 of which were on salary. So if you're doing something that's really ethical that you can make a stand on there, you can even get free workers in this day and age. So um, ethical business is not something like green business, turn off the lights, and whatever, that type of stuff. I mean, that's a little bit, but that's kind of save a penny lose a dollar type stuff sometimes. But you gotta weigh the realities of it. But um, my point is this: is that if you're an ethical business person, then you can achieve far greater things and achieve far less resistance. So that's just a little bit about my perspective on business ethics.